From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Red, yellow, claws red, yellow, 40, white, black, ultra.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. And incomplete to open things up. When we talk about this Jets defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Young. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10.
Red, sight ready. Blaster, black 40. Needle blue.
Young will set to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Set, ready.
Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
At the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 45, wide.
Now here's Young. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 42-yard line, here's second and a yard.
At the Jets' 42-yard line.
Here's Young from the shotgun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Runs through the contact. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Patriots had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
To throw, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try to find a way to win.
When you look at this Patriots defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now they'll shift things around. Now a first carry here for their running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Patriots' 3-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on third and goal? And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll look to throw on third and goal. This is caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They throw it out right complete. Touchdown, Jets. touchdown reception. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
I never gave up. All I know is going to get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off the damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Their own 34-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Young. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
On the set.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Green jack. Needle, 6. Black shot. Set, huh?
It'll be Young again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set.
Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and the last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Well, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Throwing, Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go.
Smash, red. Set, hut.
Off the play fake, Young. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 bicep, cut 19, cut 19. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 light.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catch. Ball, he could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Got it, ready?
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jahan Dotson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel. He got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The linebacker, Robert Spillane, making a big play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 44 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
70. 7 back. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Dragon 60.
Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Let go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Red, cycle.
Young to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
It's second and 8.
Ready. Edo blue. Ready, ready. 50 green, claws red. Ready, go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
Let's go. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Hey. 18.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they have approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
60-inch.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll try it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it needs to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here is Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Ready.
Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Looking to throw, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. You're 19, Tiger. 19, Lion.
They'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. The extra point now for Borregales. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 from the 44. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
4 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Young off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Young working out of the gun. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
52 blue. Red, cycle. Check, huh?
3rd down, Young from the gun. He'll try and do this himself. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
60 red. 60 red.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Patriots first down.
Young to throw it this time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready, set. Let's go now. 33, yellow. Ready.
Young to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Set, ready, spike, 45, rail, black shot, set.
Now here's Young. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From a yard out. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Patriots 21.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. Here's 1st and 10.
Here, yellow. Here we go. Here, slide, drill, blue, green, hut.
Now Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here's Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 3rd down.
Let's go. Red, black 40, black shot, white, 6, here, yellow. Slide, drill, blue, striker. Ready?
Young to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. First and 10 here. Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Here's second down and 3.
At the 43-yard
To throw, Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shows his strength at the 50. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire
Try it again. Started me over right